All right, so I guess I got another mail day here, and here's another couple of boxes actually in here that I want to show off because they're again very old, very cool, very unique. Great foils, great age, incredible art for some of these sets. And so let's just crack it open. I'm gonna get right into it. Now, one of these I've actually carried before. It's the second time I've had one of these, but one of them is the first time I've carried them. And let's see how this thing's gonna open for me. Not bad. Okay. I assume this will be some pretty good packaging because it's two good, good value products together. So I'm sure they packed them really good. And this is actually from a very reputable site. I think this is from ABU Games, if I remember correctly. Look at that. So all right, we get two sets here. One from 2007, one from 2008. Now this is gorgeous. Okay, put that aside. Get this big box out of the way. This is nice. So yes, okay. Let me get this out here. There we go. Perfect. Now. Here are two absolutely gorgeous boxes. Let me move this down a little bit. There we go. So, Shadowmoor and Lorwyn. Now, these are actually both tournament deck bricks. These aren't booster boxes. So it's one of two in the Shadowmoor block, and the other day we had Eventide, and this is one of two in the Lorwyn block. So what's the other one? I think it's Morningtide is the other one. Yeah, because Shadowmoor goes with Eventide, Lorwyn with Morningtide. It's funny because I actually just finished a Morningtide box on my show, so I'm actually looking for another one. But yeah, so Eventide on, this is the other part of it. This is the first part, Shadowmoor. So Shadowmoor came out May 2008. Actually, no, let me back up a little bit first of all. Let's talk about tournament deck bricks first, because I don't think most people know what these even are, especially if you didn't play back in the day, because they don't make these things anymore. This is actually an older product that they don't have anymore. So, tournament decks. This is a tournament deck brick. It's a brick of tournament decks. There's 12 decks in each one of these things, okay? And now there's a difference between theme decks and tournament decks, or should I say tournament packs. Tournament decks, tournament packs, same thing. But there's theme decks and there's tournament packs. Theme decks are pre-constructed decks with the same deck list all the time, and you know what's going to be. Tournament packs. So basically, remember old, you probably heard of like starter decks from back in the day, Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, Mirage, Ice Age, so on and so forth. A lot of those older sets, I remember Cadian Masks, Urza sets, they had starter decks. And eventually, at some point, I forget when they were changed and called tournament packs or tournament decks. Basically, what those are, so, you know, you have a regular booster pack of cards, 15 cards in them, you get what? Like your 10 commons, your 3 uncommons, your rare and a land, or whatever it is, or a token. This is a different way to open random cards for packs. Basically, what these are, it's usually 75 cards. 75 cards in a pack, and it's basically like 3 booster packs in one, plus a bunch of lands, plus a really good chance at a foil. That's what's nice about these. That's what I really love about these. So yeah, this has 12 tournament decks, each with 45 randomly inserted game cards. Yeah, so 45 cards and 30 lands, so 75 cards. So the cool thing is with these, let's say you were going to buy a Shadowmoor booster pack, for example, or Lorwyn, doesn't matter. But a booster pack, whatever it costs you, multiply that by 3, and that's usually about what the value of these are. Again, you're getting your 3 rares, you're getting the same amount of uncommons and commons, but you're getting 30 pack fresh basic lands from the set. And if people know basic lands from these old sets, they're absolutely gorgeous. Look at the Lorwyn lands when you get a chance. Like, look them up online. They're absolutely some of the most gorgeous lands you've ever seen. Nothing beats the Mirage lands. That's my personal opinion. But Lorwyn, some of these, they're absolutely incredible, and they're very close to it. So it's kind of one of those things where not many people know about these. But, like, let's say you want to crack open some packs of an old set, and you wanted to just for fun open them, maybe get some cool rares and cool pulls. You're actually much better off opening tournament decks, tournament packs. And again, so you're getting the same amount of cards, same amount of rares, uncommons, and commons, but generally speaking, you get them for a little less than 3 times the price of a booster pack, if that makes sense. On top of that, you're getting those lands, but I mentioned before the better chance of getting a foil, and let me see if it says it on here somewhere, because I'm pretty sure it does. Usually it says like the chance of getting a premium card, you know, like a foil card. Let's see if it's on here. 2008. Usually it says it somewhere. Probably not going to be able to find it now. But, see, seal with shrink wrap. Yeah, we know that. Okay, here we go. So premium cards. Where is it? Premium cards, approximately 1 in 51 cards. Okay. So that's actually a good thing. So in some of these sets, I'm trying to think what I have. Let me see if I have an older one. I have some older ones where it's much harder to get premium cards. Premium cards being the foils. So this one is 1 out of 51 as well. So Based on that, my guess is that there should be pretty much a foil in every single one of the 12 bricks in these. Now, older ones, I think it's like Mirrodin, it's like 1 out of 100 cards. So you have like a 75% chance of getting a foil. So some of those are a little bit tougher. The older ones, foils are just harder and harder as the farther back you go. So again, if you like cracking old things, if you're looking for foils, you really want to go for the tournament decks. I hate to say it, but you're going to pay a little more, but you're almost guaranteed to get a foil in these things. You're going to get 3 rares, a bunch of uncommons. And in sets like these, again, they have good commons, good uncommons, lots of pickable things that you're not just looking for the rares. And again, the foil multiplier is incredible. So that's tournament decks in a nutshell. I was going to make a video just on those, but I mean, I think that kind of sums it up pretty much. But so anyways, these came from ABU Games. These boxes are absolutely incredible shape. I've ordered from ABU Games a bunch of times. A lot of times when I get tournament deck bricks, it's from them. They have good prices on them, in my opinion. They ship them quick, they pack them really well, and they're always in incredible condition. And again, if I was going to put these on my shelves, they look incredible. These are almost a crime to open, but they're going to get opened. So anyways, Shadowmoor, May 2008. Actually a big set, 301 cards. Actually, I think both of these have 301 cards in them. So I showed the Eventide box the other day, and that was like 180 cards or something like that. It was a really small set. So this is much bigger, almost double the size. Now, a lot of great cards in this set, but again, like anything else, these old sets, it's about the foils, the nostalgia, the old art, and all that kind of stuff. And so this is no exception, of course. So the biggest hit in the set, I'm not going to talk about the non-foils, I'll just kind of showcase some of the foils really quick, but right now, as of June 3rd, 2025, Windbrisk Raptor in Shadowmoor in foil is a $300+ card. I don't think it's an incredibly powerful card. It's just, I think it gives like all your attackers lifelink or something like that. But my guess is it's probably never printed a foil since then. So if that gets printed a foil, I imagine that price would probably go down. Also on top of that, as far as rares go, Reflecting Pool is in this set as a foil. I'm sure it looks gorgeous if it's packed fresh. I would love to pull a foil Reflecting Pool. And then Painter's Servant, of course, is another rare. Now, that's just a couple of the rares. There's a bunch more that are worth like $50 and up as in foils. But there's a couple other cards I want to kind of point out. As an uncommon, Umbral Mantle is like $75 for a foil. Beautiful card. I can only imagine how that looks in a foil. I haven't seen one, haven't opened one, but I'm sure it's incredible. But there's a couple of commons too. This is a set actually, Shadowmoor, where it has several commons of value in foil. Number one, of course, being the Devoted Druid in the set. That's like a $90 foil in the set as a common. So, again, when chances are, most likely in these bricks, you're probably going to get 1 foil per box. There's probably 12 foils in here. When it comes to a draft box, and this is the difference too when I say between draft and the tournament decks, because if you open a 36 packs of draft Shadowmoors, I don't think you're going to get 12 foils. I think you're probably going to get like 7 or 8. It's going to be a lot less. So good chance of foils. That's why I love these tournament decks. I carry these for a lot of sets. If I can get these, I would actually prefer these sometimes than draft boosters for openings, because you can get some really cool hits. Lorwyn. Now, this one I've actually carried before. I've actually carried a tournament deck brick of Lorwyn before. I absolutely love it. We opened it in probably like a week or two. We killed all 12 packs in the show. We had a really good time with them. Again, people that opened them, they got beautiful, absolutely gorgeous pack fresh lands. A lot of these lands too, like I said, they might be worth $1 or $2 a piece if they're packed fresh. If people want them, these beautiful arts for the decks, these are the sets they go for, and they're absolutely incredible. So Lorwyn, now this one came out actually before Shadowmoor. This came out October 2007, and yeah, again, it was the first of the Lorwyn block, first of 2 sets. Also 301 cards, so a good size set. I'm not going to go super in depth on this one, but a couple of the notable ones. Thoughtseize is in the set. A foil is like $250+ for a foil Thoughtseize. Again, it's the OG copy. Original art, absolutely incredible. I mean, this set it's 18 years old. It's incredible. And then the other one, the one card I want to point out was Ponder. Ponder's a foil in this. Ponder's a common in the set, and it does have a foil. And that would be my personal chase. Yes, I pulled the retro foil Ponder in TSR lately, but I'll always pull more foil Ponders if I can. So yeah, I just want to show these real quick. Again, I think these are pieces of Magic's history. I think they're absolutely incredible. They're absolutely gorgeous boxes. These, I hate to say it, but again, these belong on a shelf. It's showcased. But at the same time, they need to be opened because we need to see what's in there. But this is part of the thing, and I've mentioned this in previous videos, and I'm going to keep mentioning it moving forward because these are collectible pieces. Again, beautiful, like case fresh boxes. They belong on a shelf. They belong in an acrylic case and never opened. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to open them. And so just so you know, that's one more Shadowmoor brick and one more Lorwyn brick in the world we're going to open. It's not going to exist anymore. So slowly over time, we're going to keep opening these things. They're going to be gone. They become rarer and rarer. So if they're in your collection and you don't want to open them, again, I strongly suggest just hold on to them. Enjoy them, because I'm going to keep cracking these things open.